Hi guys, welcome back to Once Upon Anita. Today we'll be reacting to Nuke's top 10 viral scary videos. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Artist Susie Solmori says that her family lives in a very haunted house in England. The house, which was built in 1902, still contains strange items left by its former owners. But weirdest of all, on the third floor there is a
That's
very
creepy.
strange painting that was left there by a previous tenant. Susie says that this painting is the most haunted object
I
in
can
the
see that.
entire house. She says that often her young niece carries on long, eerie conversations with the spirit, quote, Gilbert, who she says inhabits the painting.
She's laughing. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not it. That is not it.
What? What I heard? I heard that.
No.
I heard that.
Gilbert is not a
I'm
friend.
not stupid. I'm very smart. I'm the smartest in class. Okay, not really. Do you want this?
No.
Do I keep it?
She was.
Okay. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It could get cold.
I don't like that at all.
But I'm but I'm warm.
One day, Susie and her brother ask her niece about the spirit, Gilbert.
Did you like him?
Yeah.
You know,
Gilbert's
honestly,
like one
I
of my
can
best
see.
friends.
I can see how
Where
that
did he
could
come
possibly
from?
be a best friend. I mean, it's a sun with a face on it, and I guess he kind of looks like a Gilbert on how a Gilbert would look like.
I don't know. I think the man that used to live here painted it.
Is Gilbert friendly? Does he speak to you?
Yeah.
What does he say?
What?
Because I don't pray.
And this is the point when things take an even creepier turn. Because Susie does some investigating and manages to find an old picture and some info about her family home. What she discovers is downright creepy.
Here is a photo of the house from 1916.
That's what a haunted house looks like if I ever knew it.
So this would be the first or one of the first families to live in this house. As you can see, there are 6 people present in the photo. Looking at the English census records, I found that the father would be called John, the mother was called Maud, next to her on the balcony is her daughter Dorothy.
Ah, there's
A
Gilbert.
little boy called Gilbert was also registered here in 1911, so he would be about 5 or 6 in this photo. I'm unsure why he's not with the rest of his family in the photo, what they did to him. I just have an overwhelming feeling that something really terrible happened to him at the hands of his own family. The weirdest part is that this is where the sun painting is situated in the house. That's his room.
Yeah.
Things around the house start to get
I
even
can imagine
weirder
that.
as one day when Susie is home alone, she starts to hear banging noises coming upstairs. She grabs her phone and films as she goes to investigate.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There is no reason to investigate that. We need a little more light in here. Let's turn on the light.
There is banging coming from inside the playroom where Gilbert's painting hangs. But when she looks inside, there's nothing there. Cut to another night, and as Susie goes upstairs, she again sees her niece doing something a little strange in the third floor playroom. The girl is prying away at the floorboards while singing, "You Are My Sunshine." And remember that the spirit Gilbert is said to inhabit an old painting of the sun. Odd coincidence? Maybe. But after the girl has gone to bed, Susie and her brother go back upstairs to investigate the area of the floor that her niece was picking at.
I think the
What they
craziest
find
thing
makes their
about
blood
this video is that they're letting the niece keep going upstairs. Like, if I was the parent of that little girl, 100% I'm not letting her go back into the house. What the heck?
run cold.
Mm-mm.
Looks like it comes up.
What the heck is that? Wires. Why would you touch that? LOL. It's a Ouija board? That's crazy. I don't know this, I don't know whether to be skeptical about this one, because I feel like it's a little too on brand for the fact that the sun is there and also
Underneath the
that
floor,
sun
there's
there.
an old Ouija board with a picture of the sun that looks very similar to the haunted Gilbert painting. So is there a spirit named Gilbert haunting the third floor playroom of Susie's old house? And is the spirit sending messages through Susie's young
I want to
niece?
call BS.
Let me know what you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna call BS because I think it's a little too on brand for the
We
fact
need scary
that
videos.
the sun
so if
and
you
then
see
the Ouija
anything
board
that you
sun
think would
and
be
then
perfect for the top
it's an
5,
old
send
house,
it
so
to us
I
at
don't know.
nukestop5@gmail.com. Up on the housetop, an urban explorer checks out a group of small abandoned buildings in the middle
creep
of
me out.
nowhere, deep in the woods of Poland. Eventually, it gets too dark to
As he
explore, and he decides to leave. But hanging around till after dark seems to have been a terrible mistake.
Sorry, my dogs are barking. I could never. I could never. If you saw some, it's first of all, it is so dark. What the heck is that? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm laughing. I'm laughing because that is terrifying.
Someone can be seen chasing the now panicking urban explorer, and whoever it is seems to have
hate
come
that.
from right off the goddamn roof. The urban explorer runs off into the woods to escape, but whoever this strange person is now seems to be following him.
This is your time to go home if you see someone weird just following you. Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm gonna get jump scared. I'm gonna get jump scared. Just keep the light. Just keep the light on it. Oh my god. I don't even know what to do. I don't want to get jump scared.
Thankfully, the urban explorer makes it home safe and shares his footage on YouTube. A curious viewer points out just how
I
pale
was
the
thinking
unknown
the same
stranger
thing.
seems to be. Another viewer claims that they too have visited the abandoned buildings and that they also saw this same creepy man. Either way, this strange guy swooping down from the roof to chase the urban explorer away is truly creepy, and it seems like something
It
right
could
out
be
of a
his
horror movie.
house. Like maybe the abandoned house isn't actually abandoned.
Ibby and the kitty. TikTok user Ibby is recording a cute video of her cats late one night when something happens that she still just can't
Oh,
explain.
detail.
One of Ibby's cats goes behind the curtains, then turns around and seems to disappear right into the floor. Now, I'm not even entirely sure what's going on here myself, because even when this footage is brightened, it's hard to find any explanation as to why that cat just disappeared. Unfortunately, Ibby didn't share much about the strange video, but all of her cats seem to be safe and accounted for. So just what is this? I'll leave it up to you. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke's Top 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, but we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper. Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 8th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. The Ghost at Granny's. Italian YouTube user Simone Botte says that his grandmother has been experiencing strange, unexplainable events in her home. She says that her TV turns on by itself, windows open on their own, and creepiest of all, she often hears unexplained voices from somewhere in her house. Even though he's a bit skeptical of his grandmother's claims, Simone agrees to spend the night at her house while she's away. He's not really expecting to experience much of anything, but then he also begins to hear creepy sounds from somewhere in the house. What happens next is truly
What is up
bizarre.
with people and investigating in the dark? Turn on the lights.
Allora, sono a casa di mia nonna. Allora, non so se sentite, praticamente sono a casa di mia nonna da solo e non so se sentite, ci sono un sacco di rumori che vengono da di sopra, qui e lì. Allora, vabbè, buio pesto.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
La luce non va. Aspetta, devo mettere.
Simone discovers that for some reason the lights upstairs don't seem to be working. So he grabs a flashlight and slowly climbs the stairs in search of the creepy sounds.
A parte che c'è un gran rumore di vento e mi sto cagando in mano solo per quello. E quindi... E adesso sembra che ha smesso tutto quanto. Ragazzi, mi sto cagando in mano.
Was that not him?
Pensa per dalla finestra da sola. No, vabbè.
I mean, it could be an animal.
No, vabbè. No, vabbè.
Simone is completely alone in the house, but he hears a window and closet door open by themselves. Simone slowly begins to realize that everything that his grandmother has been complaining about is now happening right in front
That poor
of him.
lady.
No, vabbè, ragazzi. Io sono
She was experiencing all this by herself.
proprio nel... Vabbè. Direi che vado via perché nei film consiglio sempre questa cosa qua. Quindi non sono più stupido. Ti giuro,
Oh my god, I hate the
non
back.
riesco
I hate
neanche a
the
parlare
background.
oggi perché
Something's gonna pop up behind him.
No,
He
vabbè,
just said he understood the movie. Oh my god. Oh, I thought that was something. My bad.
Oh no, vabbè, il letto è fatto. Gli sportelli sono aperti.
This guy has not watched The Conjuring.
E il letto, cioè prima il letto non era così. Era... Non ho la voce, ve lo giuro. Non ho la voce.
Yeah, leave,
No.
leave.
Ora vado. Mi sembra il caso di proseguire con questa cosa.
What? Why they stop? Why they stop?
Ok, il vaso non era lì. Il vaso non era lì.
I have goosebumps. I don't like this one.
Questo vaso non
I don't like this one. I don't like this one.
non era assolutamente lì.
A chandelier swings back and forth on its own, and just as Simone is about to leave, he hears movement coming from his grandmother's bedroom. He goes to take a look inside and discovers that the bed covers are now neatly arranged, as if someone came in and made the bed. Also, the doors of all the cabinets are open. Suddenly, the doors move again, and Simone decides to just get out of there. But inexplicably, a vase is now moved to the top of the stairs.
E adesso sembra che ha smesso tutto quanto.
Just then, Simone hears more movement from the guest bedroom. He decides to take a look inside, and what happens next is downright chilling.
What? I didn't see it. What? No.
Did you see it? For a split second, a dark shadow can be seen moving towards Simone as he looks inside the room. He freaks out and just makes a run for it, and with that, he decides to stay away from the house for the rest of the night. Over the next 7 months, Simone and his grandmother discovered that the strange paranormal activity in her house might be linked to an old scarf that she won at a church raffle. Simone says that with his grandmother's permission, he threw away the scarf and that the strange activity in her house
That's good.
has now
That's
completely
good.
stopped.
I didn't like that
Ride
one.
of a lifetime. Gustavo Alcaraz from Mazatlan, Mexico is celebrating his 10th birthday with his family in a small amusement park. After gathering his courage, the young boy goes on a roller coaster for the very first time. A total of 8 people get on the roller coaster, all Gustavo's family. His proud
think I
mother sits
saw
in the
this
front and
one.
records a video of Gustavo's first roller coaster ride. But her camera catches something that Gustavo and his family simply can't explain. Something truly chilling.
There was somebody else, right? I think. I missed it. Maybe?
Tony.
¡Ay, mamá, me da miedo! ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, me da miedo! ¡Otra roña! ¿Otra vez?
Sí, son 3 vueltas, son 5 o 6 vueltas.
Oh.
¡Está bien recio!
Abajo no, abajo.
For a second, I thought the kids saw. Ew, I hate that. Ew, I hate that. Ew, I hate that.
La pista.
¡Ay!
Oh my god, I got chills.
¡Ay!
Otra.
¡Ay, señor, le da recio!
Y fue el señor que se detenga, güey. Así es el juego, así es.
That kid had to have seen him, right? Maybe not. Maybe not.
¡Ay, aquí donde va! ¡Me da miedo!
You see, none of Gustavo's family got in the last cart on the roller coaster, and it's empty for most of the ride. But during the second lap, someone or something seems to appear out of thin air. The figure is hardly noticeable at first, but then it seems to transform into a solid person, seemingly wearing all black and sitting all alone. Now, the roller coaster has not stopped a single time to allow for a person to get on or off. So just who or
That's
what
insane.
is this? Now, what makes this capture even creepier is that years ago, two people lost their lives on a larger roller coaster that stood on the same land. After the tragic accident, that roller coaster was condemned and dismantled. It was replaced by this smaller, safer, family-friendly ride. So could this be the spirit of one of the victims of the older roller coaster accident? Are they doomed to loop this track over and over? Let me know what you think. No room at the inn. Popular Japanese ghost hunter Shiro from the YouTube channel Kuro Shiro channel is joined by his friend Tei to investigate an abandoned inn
my
in the
God.
mountains of Japan.
I've seen
The inn
people
was
like
partially destroyed by a typhoon
in
in
Japan doing
1982.
abandoned
The creepy inn is said to be haunted
buildings.
by the ominous spirit of a woman who is known to linger
Creepy.
around room number 208. In an attempt to capture evidence of the paranormal, Shiro decides to leave a static camera recording outside of room 208, while he and his friend
mess.
explore the rest of the inn. Without them knowing, the camera captures something downright creepy.
What? What?
Something can be seen moving behind a decaying old Japanese sliding door. The two investigators have no idea what they just captured, so they decide that Tei should go and stay in room 208. Shiro heads off to explore the basement, so
You don't
Tei
know
is
how
left
they just
completely
split up.
alone upstairs in room 208. Suddenly something happens that chills him to his core.
見るとかねえぞ本当に。あ、なんか聞こえたじゃん。あとなんか白がなんかやってんのかな。ないよな。
Now I'm scared something's gonna be behind him.
おお。何ねねね。おお。何ねねね。なんかさ触れた。
Oh shoot.
ちょっとやだ。ちょっと。シロ。やばい。どうしよう。シロ。いるんですよ。
That literally looks like a person.
The investigator is touched by something that he can't see, and he just makes a run for it. When looking back at the footage, it's clear that there's a dark shadow that seems to reach out and touch him, even though Tei says that he didn't see anyone or anything at the time. Then whatever this is seems to follow Tei, this time appearing as a pale figure caught by the static camera pointed at room 208. When the two investigators finally find each other again, Shiro decides that it's time to grab their equipment and just head home. So did their cameras capture the ghost of the woman who is said to haunt the abandoned inn? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. A scare at
Not
the
the
Airbnb.
Airbnb.
Emma Jean from Alberta, Canada is spending the night at an Airbnb
Oh,
with a
Rosie.
friend and her little dog Rosie. Suddenly, Rosie just starts freaking out at what seems like nothing.
Is there a ghost? Is there a ghost? Yeah? What is this first? Where's the ghost? Right there? Where?
Rosie was not having it.
Where is it? She's staring at her.
Emma Jean jokes that the dog is barking at a ghost, and her friend is a little freaked out by the dog's creepy, crazy orange eye shine in the camera. But then things take a very bizarre turn.
What? What?
What the fuck?
Suddenly, the little dog makes a run for it, and a creepy dark
heck
shadow
was
seems to
that?
reach out for her. Emma says that she has no idea just what this strange shadow could be, and she now believes that the Airbnb
that poor
might actually
doggy.
be haunted after all.
You know what's even crazier?
What
The
the
dog went
The
back to
ghost
the
of
same area where like it got hit from. So that's definitely something to think about.
Passengers passed. This next creepy video was recorded by a bus driver in Santiago, Chile. The bus driver is completely alone in a parked bus about to start her shift at 8 a.m. in the morning, but she suddenly realizes that she might not be as alone as she thought.
I don't like these footage.
Corre el tiempo. Hay un pasajero sentado en el asiento que va solo, al lado de la puerta. Nos movemos. Movemos. Y no hay nadie. Es un pasajero fantasma. ¿Cachan? Sigue ahí sentado. ¿Lo ven?
All the cameras are not stopped. They're
Y
still
las cámaras
running.
están paradas. Siguen moviéndose.
Oh, she's brave to say that out loud.
Que se murió ahí sentado. ¡Qué hueva!
A security camera live feed shows a young passenger is seated next to the window behind the bus driver. But when she turns to look, there's no one there. The bus driver wonders if she might be witnessing a real paranormal event. Unfortunately, the video cuts right there, and it was reposted to the internet without a name or source. So was it a ghost or just a very strange camera glitch? I leave that up to you
That would be
to
a
decide.
crazy camera glitch.
Watch closely. Urban explorer Jimmy Jimenez has traveled to an abandoned
Always
ghost town somewhere in the mountains of
abandoned
Mexico.
places.
He stumbles upon an empty and seemingly barricaded house and decides to take a look inside. While exploring, he doesn't really find anything that's strange, just an abandoned house covered in dust and dirt. But while his back is turned, something happens that makes you wonder if the house was
Probably.
barricaded for a reason. Something truly chilling. Watch closely.
What? There's nothing there. He's making a lot of noise. What? Isn't it in the same position? It's sitting up. Ugh.
When Jimmy enters the old abandoned house, a doll can be seen lying face down on a chair in the corner of the entrance. But when he returns later to the entrance, The doll is now seated upright, facing
I don't
Jimmy
like
as if
that.
watching him. The explorer is completely unaware of what has happened, and he leaves the house oblivious to what he just captured. Now, it should be mentioned that this footage has 0 cuts. You can watch it yourself on Jimmy's YouTube channel. Except for a stray dog barking in the background and the sound of Jimmy's own movements, no other footsteps or motion can be heard. So it's a complete mystery as to how this doll could have moved. Could it be that something terrible happened in this house? Is the doll perhaps a warning for Jimmy to leave? Let me
I
know
mean, I don't think
what you
Jimmy's
think.
supposed to enter either, since it was barricaded. Alright, number
The
1.
late night visitor. Sandra Crocker from Lincoln, Nebraska wakes up one morning to find a strange notification from her Ring doorbell camera. The notification says that someone was at her door at around 3:30 in the morning. When she checks the footage, she is shocked.
I see something kind of peeking around that corner, but I don't know if that was actually a thing. Oh, it was! It was a thing. It was a thing. I don't know what that is.
Something can be seen that seems to exit Sandra's house at 3:24 a.m. The unrecognizable figure appears small and wide at first, but then as it disappears around the corner, it seems to have grown in size and is now dark as night. Some have even suggested that it looks like the dark figure of a woman walking away in an old-timey dress. Now, Sandra
Sandra needs
doesn't
to
know
get a
what to make of the
priest.
footage. So, what do you think this could be? Let me know.
And that was it for Nuke's top 5. Let me know what you guys think and which one scared you the most, which one you're skeptical about. I personally was skeptical about a couple of them. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think was real, what wasn't real. If you guys like this content, stay safe and keep the lights on. Bye.